Maxine Waters tries to escape pissed Trump supporters, gets nasty surprise she deserved instead. We've all seen good ole Congresswoman from California, anti-Maxine, spewing her hate-filled vitriol against President Donald Trump and us, his supporters. But sadly for her, it's starting to look like the tables have turned and us red-blooded patriotic Americans have just about had enough of her crap. As you can see in the video below, a Southern California woman finally had enough of this hateful woman's rhetoric and went off on the hate-mongering, which during a protest. This woman yelled at Waters about how the black community has been hurt by all this illegal immigration she has been pushing because all the jobs have gone to illegals instead of the blacks who live in Inglewood. And she made it very clear that Waters is a hateful racist against her own race. Bravo. The best part about all this is that the woman who told Waters these cold hard truths was a fellow black woman. I really hope this woman runs against her. From the looks at how the people of Inglewood have woken up lately, she might actually beat her. American Thinker reports. Maxine Waters, a gift that keeps giving. Congresswoman Maxine Waters failed to anticipate her Destroy Trump campaign would have an unpleasant boomerang effect on her own political career. She experienced an unwanted surprise this week when returning to her posh home in Hancock Park after making the media rounds in the so-called impeachment campaign against President Trump. Protesters had gathered outside her LA mini mansion waving placards that read, "Impeach Maxine Waters and do your job," referring to the Congresswoman's 35-year tenure representing the infamous suburb of Compton. "She's not representing her constituents, especially the black constituents," complained one of the protesters before the capped media crew. "She thinks by putting down our president, we're going to like her more," complained another protester. "Every time she talks, she makes me want to throw up. That can't be good for her re-election chances." Not all was doom and gloom on the scene. There was even a mariachi band that allowed the gathering to protest in style. Apparently, Waters is too distracted as the new media darling, dubbed anti-Maxine by fawning reporters, to perform her job. Her long history of corruption and abysmal performance in office never seems to make its way into the conversation among her co-conspirators, aka reporters, in the mainstream media. It is a perverse irony that President Trump works round the clock to make inroads to improve the lives of Americans in his few months in office, and Waters, with the whopping 35 years on the job, continues representing a district where the socio-economic conditions grow progressively worse. Perhaps that's the reason one of the protesters suggested withholding the Congresswoman's salary by waving a sign that read, "No justice, no paycheck." Here's what they are so mad about: Compton is now more than $40 million awash in debt, produces schools dubbed dropout factories, has lost accreditation of its community college, and widespread gang violence resulted in the 43rd District being listed as the most dangerous place for homicides in Los Angeles County, according to the Los Angeles Daily News. To be fair, Compton retains the distinction of being the birthplace to the only bulletproof drive-through funeral home. I'm sure the proprietor has his or her reasons. No wonder Waters cannot be expected to live in the district she represents. It's too dangerous. She's safely ensconced approximately 20 miles away, but everyone knows that a change in Southland zip codes can translate to mean living worlds apart.